Our next story is about a billion-dollar industry, one that involves hundreds of thousands of people all over the world. It's a business that shows no sign of slowing down. Unfortunately, it's not a success story, and it's certainly nothing to be proud of. I'm talking about the illicit drug industry. Ironically, an ancient practice may prove to be a very effective solution. Mimi Gan has more on that story.
This is the other side of America. Desolate streets, abandoned buildings, shanty towns under freeways. Home to the homeless and the poor. But there is something that binds this part of American society together. Many are addicted to drugs like crack cocaine and heroin. A craving so strong that many people die with their addiction, never overcoming the hunger for the next high. But there may be an answer, a new drug called Ibogaine. Ibogaine is extracted from several plant species native to the rainforests of Central West Africa. First identified by botanists in the 1860s, it's commonly used by local tribes to induce hallucinations as part of initiation rituals. The ability to cause hallucinations isn't new. Drugs like LSD are well known for it. But Ibogaine is very different, according to people like former heroin addict Howard Lotsoff.
33 hours after I took the Ibogaine, I walked out of my house and stopped dead in my tracks, because all of a sudden I realized that not only wasn't I going through narcotic withdrawal, which I should have been going through, but that my entire perception towards heroin had changed from a drug which I viewed as pleasure-giving to a drug which I viewed as emulating death.
Howard Lotsoff was so convinced that Ibogaine could prevent drug withdrawals like this that he formed a company to promote further research. After years, United States authorities finally agreed to test the drug for safety, and it may have a great future.
Imagine that you had a medication that with a single dose could completely block the desire to use drugs for months to years. Imagine that you had a medication that with a single dose could completely block all of the signs of physiological withdrawal. That's the promise of Ibogaine.
Ibogaine affects the cerebellum, the part of the brain associated with learning. Users claim to see their lives appear before them, either inside their eyelids or on the surface they focus upon. This lasts for many hours, but the most astonishing finding is that when they recover afterwards, their cravings for drugs, heroin, cocaine, and even nicotine somehow seem to disappear.
Step up here, I'm going to position you.
For now, the questions of safety must be answered. If Ibogaine affects the cerebellum by interfering with drug-taking behaviors, it may also damage other cells in the region. If this is true, then cerebella functions like balance, and coordination should be affected.
You see those arcs? I want you to shift your weight from the
But
ankle.
So far, results are encouraging. One of a battery of tests, this sophisticated balance analysis is helping demonstrate the apparent safety of Ibogaine.
Each of those arcs, try to intersect it by shifting your weight. Very good.
People who are given a test dose of the drug can balance and react just as well as those who are not.
Here's the printout of the involuntary movement analysis.
And this is true for test subjects who are drug-free, as well as those who are regular heroin or cocaine users. In cities where drug taking is reaching epidemic proportions, Ibogaine is sorely needed. But there are still unanswered questions and concerns, and a huge ethical hurdle to overcome. Is it reasonable to treat drug addiction with another drug that also has powerful effects? Nevertheless, a substance found in a forest and used in an ancient ritual may become the solution for a very modern tribal problem.